Hyvää huomenta Suomi. Me istuttiin tänne alas Khaldorin selostuspisteelle ottamaan muutama sana, miltä tuntuu selostaa täällä ja minkälainen tapahtuma on ollut ja mitä oikeasti vaaditaan selostajalta StarCraft 2. Varsinkin kun kaveri on tehnyt itselleen suurta nimeä ja onhan toi kalju tullut varmasti kaikille tutuksi. Hey, how are you?
Well, not too bad. Actually, pretty good. And apparently today, on the second day of the Copenhagen Games, the internet runs smoothly so far. The PCs work as well. So I hope that we will have a great day today in a lot of StarCraft 2 games.
What happened yesterday? What was the main problem?
Well, actually, originally we thought that with the PCs there was a technical problem, and somebody told me that it was due to the RAM, which was apparently wrong. But the fact is that the players had lag issues and delays on the PC, so they couldn't play, and we had to pause the tournament. And after it was resolved, and we had some games going on at the stage, there was a problem with the internet. So yesterday didn't run smooth at all. We had well, the stream was alright, but we didn't have a lot of games to cast, and when the internet broke down at roughly 12 o'clock. Basically it was all for nothing, and we just said we would postpone the rest of the games for today, and we will today the whole group stage will be played, and we will start with the brackets tomorrow, which wasn't the plan originally, but I think that's the best way to handle things, and actually for the viewers it's kind of nice to have all the matches of the bracket tomorrow on Saturday.
Yeah, that's true. You have huge fan base in Finland actually. They even watch your German shoutcasts because they just like your style in shoutcasting. What it takes to become a good shoutcaster in StarCraft 2? How do you practice, and what personal skills do you need?
Well, I actually don't really practice. I've been casting Warcraft 3 before that, so I think I already got a lot of experience. I started in 2001 or 2002, and just went on casting Warcraft after being a manager for 4Kings and Mouse Sports. And I don't really practice. The thing is, I'm uploading a lot of VODs, and now that I'm casting a lot in English as well, I still do my German casts. I upload videos in English and German, so I have two YouTube channels that I actually have to supply with content, and I don't really practice as I have to cast games or events constantly, so that's basically enough practice. I'm not training in any special way. Back in 2008, when we were casting the World Cyber Games in Germany, I actually had huge problems with my voice, because when you are at a big venue, I have throat problems if I'm casting for 3 or 4 days straight due to the air at a convention, and that can be helped if you really train your voice, and if you really train how to talk. It has to do something with breathing and all that stuff. I thought about doing that for a while, but lately I haven't been on that many events, so there basically was no point, and I feel fine today. We didn't stream too much yesterday, but I think it's alright. But that's something that I might do at some point, just get a professional to help me with breathing while talking, because that can actually be really harsh on your vocal cords.
StarCraft 2 is living on its boom, and also the shoutcasters are living in its boom. Do you really think that the shoutcasters are the real superstars of StarCraft 2?
Well, I suppose you can certainly leave your mark on an event, because you always associate an event with a caster who casted it with Day 9, for example, or a Total Biscuit, and the big tournaments as the NASL are just trying to get the big caster names to cast the streams like Husky and TB and everybody else. So I think that a caster definitely has an impact on the tournament, and I'm not too sure if they're really the superstars of the esports scene, and I think it's more about the players, but it's certainly... They certainly have an influence on how the event is actually perceived by the audience.
Who is your favorite to win this tournament, and why?
I actually would love... Well, we have few good Zerg players here. I'm a Zerg player myself. I would love to see a Zerg player win a tournament, but truth be told, in the current patch situation with the balancing, I don't see a Zerg player win. Cloud mentioned that yesterday when we were streaming as well, that he thinks that Zerg has too much of a problem with the Protoss players. I would love to see Mana win the tournament, even though I don't think it's... Well, it's certainly possible, but I don't think it will be a likely outcome, because MC is just too strong. I would love a final between Cass and MC, but if Mana would take it, that would be great, because he's such a young player and he's really, really polite and nice, and I like the guy quite a lot. He's been training a lot as well, but in the end I think when it comes down to experienced players like MC will definitely have the upper hand.
If you get the free hands, what balance issues would you change in StarCraft 2?
I don't actually know if I'm the right person to talk to in terms of balance, but some of the suggestions that have been made were really good. Soccer mentioned that you should probably try to fix the Terran mule problem by just allowing Terran to spam their mules at the orbital command where the mules actually call from, in order to prevent them from spamming 7 mules at a gold expansion, for example. Cloud didn't share that opinion. He thought it might be better just to don't allow Terrans to spam mules at the goal location. Something like that would be really important in my opinion. And well, to balance the game you certainly have to do something about the Zerg versus Protoss matchup. Force fields are way too strong, and late game army of Protoss is too strong as well. Most Zergs have a problem dealing with that. But I actually don't know what they could change. I have some things that I would like them to change just a little bit, as for example the mules. But in general, I think Blizzard should talk a lot more to the professional gamers. I know that they've been sending out emails, and some of them replied, some didn't. But the main issue is that pro gamers should talk amongst themselves as well and send emails to Blizzard, because normally they will just complain about their race. And Cloud is one of the few players that actually tries to get a neutral point of view and think about the problems of other races as well. But if they would just try to talk to each other, to Soccer for example, has some really nice suggestions as well, and would send an email to Blizzard and just all sign it, I think Blizzard would pay a lot more attention to those changes, because some of the changes Blizzard made on a higher level don't make that much sense. But Blizzard also has to think about 2-on-2 and 3-on-3, which was one of the main reasons they changed the Nitro pack, for example, back in the old days when you went for Mass Reaper. It was too strong in 2-on-2, and that was one of the main reasons they changed it. It was also strong in 1-on-1, but it was just overpowered in 2-on-2. So they also have to keep that in mind, that they not only have to balance the 1-on-1, but also keep in mind the casual gamers and make sure that 2-on-2 and 3-on-3 runs somewhat smoothly.
Thank you. Do you want to anything to say to your Finnish fans?
Well, I certainly appreciate that you guys are really watching the stream. I think it's amazing, so thank you very much. And yeah, I'll continue what I'm doing, and I hope that you continue to like it.
Thanks for the interview.
Thank you very much.